Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Darren with Everybody's Entitled to My Opinion. I'm in a different location right now. I'm at Waterloo City Lakes. There's three of them. I'm sitting on one of them's dock right at the moment. It's going to be a quick little deal. Something ticks me off. Mall crawling vehicles. What do I mean about mall crawling vehicles? Do I mean Mercedes? Do I mean BMWs? Those? No, I don't. What I mean is these jacked up four-wheel drive wannabe vehicles. Now, right now, presently, I own a 98 Dakota, two-wheel drive, four-cylinder, five-speed truck. And I do have me and my wife both have a 2010, this is her car, it's a 2010 Land Rover LR4. Full-time four-wheel drive with most all the amenities. That's her car. I get nothing from YouTube. She's the one making the payments. All right. Because I don't work. I just do these little videos every great now and then and lay around on my ass the rest of the time, take care of the yard and shit like that. Anyway, you can see back there's my Dakota. All right. My wife's at work. She has our other car. I'm driving my truck. That's the way it should be. But I was parked beside I'm going to say 09 to, it might even been newer than that. This is 2022, right? So I'm going to say I was probably parked, excuse the wind, it's a little windy today. I was parked beside I'm going to say 13 and up to 17. GMC had 4-inch lift. It was one of the trail country whatevers that GM did for a while. Probably had 35s, 37s, probably 35s under it. Okay. Big wheels, little, big tires, but they were little considering the wheel size. It'll never, ever see any kind of four-wheel drive more than 6-8 inches of snow. That little truck back there, you see it? A little two-wheel drive will gladly drive through anything that truck can go through, street-wise. Snow, ice, whatever. I can put that little truck anywhere that other one will go. Because I know how to drive. But that's not the reason. People buy those, even the Jeeps. I'm in a big area right here where Jeep Wrangler, JKs, and newer. There's a few YJs running around, a few very, very, very few CJs, TJs, vehicles of that nature are running around with lifts, 35s, 37s. There's one that runs around like on 40s or 44s. Well, it don't run around. It's trailered everywhere. But still, you know what I mean. Those vehicles will never see a real trail. Why? Because people don't know how to drive a four-wheel drive off-road. Period. Not anymore. I'm from an old school way. I've learned myself the old way. I used to pull people out for not for a living, but I used to go pull people out in a stock four-wheel drive truck with good tires. I could get there where they couldn't get with their 35, 38s. So, my little Dakota, it ain't nothing to be bragging about. It's a 4-cylinder, 5-speed. It's worth, literally, if I took it to a dealership right now, they'd give me $250 for it. $250 trade-in right now with how car prices are. I could get $1,000 for it right now, according to Kelly Blue Book, as it is. If I sold it mano a mano, it's worth a hell of a lot more than that to me. But what I'm saying is, why buy a vehicle with 35s when you never intend to do anything other than just look good? You could have saved $20,000. A lot on the payments, because payments are only good for 6 years, 7 years maybe at most, 5 years. You could have saved $20,000 overall, and the lift and the big tires. When you go to resell it, it doesn't mean shit. Is what it is. Buy a normal truck, put a little bit bigger tire on it. The half tons anymore, you really can't put a bigger size tire on it. The 3/4 tons and 1 tons, oh yeah, you can put a little bit bigger tire on it. So get a 3/4 ton, but don't get a diesel unless you're going to be pulling a bunch of shit. If you got to pull a camper twice a year, 3 times a year, just get a gas motor. They're cheaper overall. For one, just the oil change, let alone the rest. Word for thought, people. This is Darren. Everybody's entitled to my opinion. I'm out. Going home.